I worked the night shift at a small roadside motel, 2 floors, 25 rooms, and a silence so deep it could choke you. It's the kind of job people take when they dance you want to deal with anyone, which is exactly why I took it. No coworkers, no noise, just me. The flicker of a dying fluorescent light and the hum of the vending machines. That night started like any other cold, quiet, and completely uneventful. It was just past 2 in the morning when the stillness was shattered. Asterisk, ding, asterisk, the sharp sound of the lobby bell. I got up from the back office where I'd been scrolling on my phone and walked to the front desk. But when I got there, no one. The glass doors were shut tight. Parking lot was empty. The road outside, a ribbon of pure black. I tried to rationalize it. A draft, maybe? Guest bumping the bell on their way out earlier? But then it happened again. Asterisk, still nobody. This time, the sound echoed through the empty lobby like a scream in a tomb. I started to feel a knot of ice form in my stomach. I checked the doors, I peeked down the hallway. I even checked the security cameras, nothing. The silence that followed that second ring was somehow worse than the sound itself. It was heavy, like it was waiting for something. By now, it was 2:30. I sat down at the front desk, forcing myself to take a breath, to think logically. Maybe someone was hiding, playing a prank. Some drunk guest thinking it'd be funny. 15 long minutes crawled by. Nothing. The silence stretched on, and I just started to let my shoulders drop. Just starting to relax. Asterisk. Ding. Asterisk this time. I saw it. A hand, a pale waxy hand sliding up from under the counter, right in front of me. It pressed the bell with a deliberate, slow push. For a split second, my mind just went blank. I didn't scream. I couldn't. All the air was gone from my lungs. I stumbled backwards so hard, the chair nearly tipped over. My heart was pounding so violently it drowned out every other sound. Then, pure animal instinct took over. I bolted for the back office, slammed the door shut, and fumbled with the lock until it clicked. The room was dark, except for the eerie glow of the CCTV monitors. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely keep them still as I stared at the feed from the lobby. The lobby looked still at first, but then movement. A shadow detaching itself from the darkness behind the desk crawled out, unfolding into the shape of a man. He was tall, hunched over, wearing a hood pulled down so tight I couldn't see his face. He slowly straightened up and then he turned. He was staring directly into the camera, right at me, and his eyes, they were cold, empty pits. He wasn't surprised I was watching. He knew. I whispered to myself, it's just some guy, just a guy. But the way he moved, it wasn't frantic or rushed. It was slow, deliberate, confident. He knew I was trapped in here. I grabbed my phone, my fingers fumbling on the screen, and dialed 911. My voice was a choked whisper. There's someone in the lobby. I managed to get out. He broke in. Please hurry. The operator on the other end told me to stay put, to stay hidden. So I did. I stayed crouched in the corner of that dark office, my eyes glued to the screen. He was pacing now, wandering the lobby like he owned the place. He picked up some travel brochures, flipped through them casually, then stared at the front door. Then he turned his head, his gaze sweeping toward the hallway that led directly to me. The camera caught it all. Started walking, his steps unhurried, right toward that hallway. My blood ran cold. I pressed my back hard against the office door, holding my breath. Seconds later, I heard it. The doorknob rattled. Asterisk, click, click. Asterisk, he didn't try to force it. He just twisted it once, slowly, like he wanted me to know he was right there, on the other side of the thin wooden door. Then, silence. No footsteps walking away, just the constant, low hum of the vending machine just outside the wall. It felt like he was listening, waiting. I don't know how long I sat there, frozen in terror, before the flashing red and blue lights finally painted the windows. Relief hit me so fast I almost cried. The officers swept the lobby, the hall. They even checked the storage closets. But he was gone. Vanished. The front door had been wedged open with a small rock. They said whoever it was must have slipped out the moment the police car pulled into the lot. One of the officers tried to calm me down, suggesting maybe it was just a transient looking for shelter from the cold. But when they reviewed the camera footage, one thing stood out to them. The same thing that was burning in my mind, the way he stared directly at the lens before walking off camera. He wasn't lost. He wasn't scared. He was watching, waiting. They stayed until sunrise. I pretended to go about my duties, but my eyes never left that counter. That little silver bell sat there looking so innocent and ordinary, shining under the dim lights, the same bell his hand had touched. When my replacement came in at 6 a.m., I told her everything that happened. She laughed nervously. That's creepy, but hey, at least you're safe now. I wanted to believe her, I really did. But I didn't tell her one last thing, something only I saw on that monitor. Right before the police arrived. Just before he disappeared from the camera's view, he looked straight into the lens one last time. And he waved. A slow, deliberate wave goodbye. Now every single night I hear that bell in my head. Even when I'm at home, when the room is dead quiet, sometimes I swear I can hear it. A faint, distant asterisk ding. Asterisk. And when I do, I can almost see it again, that pale hand sliding up from the darkness beneath the desk.